What?
All right.
And so it was really frustrating because like you'd think like just the content that isn't supposed to be there should be punished, like just the podcast would be punished, and maybe the channel loses some subscribers to people like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. That's fine.
Yeah.
We can get over that, right? Like if we're not a good fit, we get that. But it was that like then you would make like the ultimate Bozjan starting guide, and they would not send that out to subscribers because they'd be like, well, they didn't like your podcast, therefore they're not going to like your Bozjan getting started guide. And it's like, but they're actually here for our Bozjan getting started guide. They just didn't like the podcast.
Yeah.
So basically Work to Game is like guides that will have a long life
and our discussions,
collabs, our discussions, and that's it. That's all Work to Game is now. And anything else, if there's a guide for like a seasonal event or a class specific rotation guide, that needs to go live somewhere else because it won't appeal to a wide enough group and the channel will get punished for it. This is a lot of ground effects. Mother of God.
I got hit by one. That was painful. Oh, God.
I haven't been hit by any yet.
Oh, I've been hit by one and I barely lived through it. This is insane. Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
I'm amazing. I'm a ground effect god.
I'm the best at this video game.
Oh. I'm not recording it. It's not on stream. It never happened. But I've not been hit by a single ground effect.
I am recording, and I did not monitor your progress.
Well, you can watch my health bar. Didn't go down at all. Until the raid wide.
So that's kind of what we saw, and the other thing is like I like to talk about a lot of different things, and there was this sense of like, oh yeah, like I'm excited to share this, and it's like nobody watched it. It's like, oh, and then I put it over on Ginger Prime, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, a lot of people actually really like that. So it feels good to kind of have that outlet, and it's like great, I can individually talk about this, and then Chris and I can get together and talk about this, and
algorithmically, what's causing that is that when we publish something to Work to Game, it's only showing it to Final Fantasy XIV fans. And so if Brian publishes something that won't be popular in Final Fantasy XIV,
which I have things that
say it publishes it 100 times. Like let's just try it 100 times, and if it does well, we'll go up from there. All 100 are Final Fantasy players, as opposed to when he publishes it to Ginger Prime, it's like, well, we don't know what Ginger Prime is, so we'll just publish it to 100 random players. And actually, with PSO2 Genesis, there is a higher likelihood of it being desirable by 100 random people than 100 Final Fantasy XIV players. And so the video looks like it does better because it's getting a better group of people to watch it. It's being better paired randomly than being put on Work to Game.
Right. I think essentially
which is it's just odd. It's just the nature of it. Oh, next one.
Well, yeah, because another critical engagement is spawned, I think, right?
Yeah, it does. It does like a chain of
vetting combatants. Okay, so the while we wait for that to do its thing,
that's pretty cool. So we're
it's
not
kind of a more smarter, not harder kind of aspect in terms of content. Like it's just okay, cool. Like we're going to the north. Yeah, okay, never mind.
I know you just asked a simple question, but
yeah,
we have the long